This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall you are, how much you weigh. This has nothing to do with the combine. This has everything to do with just the tape. This is literally just the tape.
But the drive went backwards. Jacob Lane made a big play on second down. There's a marker down on the punt. Denzel Boston caught it at the 28. Broke one tackle, but then he's taken to the turf. Ball came out right there at the end as he surged over the 35-yard line and officially spotted.
Because I think that young man can play on Sundays as well.
Jed Fish said yesterday the offensive line really connected as a group. They like each other. They're playing well together in fall camp. They block well for Damon Williams, who throws it down the field for Denzel Boston.
Linebacker right there.
And now a punt by Brian Hansen. It's a good one. Backtracking Boston to the 19. Flag is down. Hit hard at the 25, driven forward. The punt by Hansen. Second match of the season in as many matches, with a 5-set victory earlier over Kansas. Quick pass. Denzel Boston catches, fights off a tackle, puts his foot in the ground and stays in bounds. Important player Tyson Summers, the new defensive coordinator at Colorado State, coached him at Western Kentucky. Throw by Williams, third down, wide open. Denzel Boston caught it, trying to drag a tackler into the end zone and just short.
It's better. He cannot have a false start. No penalties.
The ball is inside the 1-yard line now, and then a quick pass complete.
Going to play one another. Somebody was going to down, and you saw Texas early loss to Ohio State.
Damon Williams, 41-yard line, incomplete. Washington trying to win a home opener for the 100th time in school history. They have a fight on their hands. Pressure, hit as he throws, but it is a catch for Denzel Boston. A bit over 3 minutes left in the third. It was 14 all at halftime. Williams, a lot of time to throw. Looking for Denzel Boston. Finding Denzel Boston. Marker down. Catch made. Touchdown right now.
It happens. And as you take a look at this play develop, look at that. Great concentration and pulls in this catch.
4 incompletions in the game for Damon Williams. 15 out of 19.
Comes the blitz.
It's picked up. Third goal thrown to the back of the end zone, overthrown.
And Denzel Boston back deep to receive this kick. Of course, Boston, the #1 receiver for this Huskies team. Waves fair catch at the 40. New set of downs. Williams airs it out, jump ball for Boston. Did he get a foot in? No.
Could be that ball going to be slinging around.
Coaches, I'm learning. I'm figuring it out. Just go OB. Nice catch by Boston, turning around just in time to snag the football. His accuracy was the #1 freshman completion percentage quarterback in the country last year, and tack another one on. Their #1 receiver, Denzel Boston, the redshirt junior, could be a first-round pick. Boston brings it in.
And by the time he rolls it back, they can't get on the other side and make the tackle.
One-on-one coverage. Boston just couldn't quite get oriented in time.
Have to get the tough 4-yard runs.
And no matter what, he doesn't fumble. Came into the game 476 career touches. No fumbles. And
really good season last year, now building on it for early on in this season.
Denzel Boston is going, working his way upfield. Boston cuts it outside. He's gone. Denzel Boston, a 78-yard punt return touchdown. The fullback, Eldridge, back in there, scored a touchdown last week. He's running a route. They throw to the back of the end zone. Boston can't keep his feet in bounds there.
Really close to keeping his feet. That's a really good play by the DB there. Sent out of the end zone. Really good concentration and control. Oh, looks like maybe got a toe tap there. Oh, just missed it.
A lot on his upper body strength during that time. Fade route. Looking for Boston again.
This staff.
Look out, a little bit of pressure, but Williams unloads it first, and Boston going upfield, driven down at the 35-yard line.
Second down and 18. Williams alone in the backfield, four-man rush. Fires over the middle, it's caught. That's Denzel Boston at the 40, lands at the 43.
A breakout season, number 81.
Inside Washington State territory, first possession. Play action, Williams throws a great deep ball, fires towards the end zone, and it's just off the hands of Boston. He may have been out of bounds when he touched it.
Arm, and I told you, when Denzel Boston's one-on-one, they're going to go to him. He runs the post route. He has all the space in the world, and Damon Williams just lays us out too far for his receiver to get it down in bounds. I think he could have made the catch, but...
Inside the 30. Williams again, ton of time, fires to the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Boston!
I gotta see if he got this foot down on this one, though. He makes the catch, and look at that right foot. It taps there in bounds. We're gonna see this right toe, and that's clearly in. That is a toss, a catch, and a touchdown. Denzel Boston starts fast for Washington. Can Washington State make him punt here?
One of the country's best on third down, four-man rush. Williams, sideline throw, Boston caught. How pretty is that?
Damon Williams has been so good. This defense got to force him to make a mistake.
First and 10 here, play action. Williams, lots of time. Pocket collapses, throws on the run. Boston with the catch, blasted out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And Boston seemingly always open.
You don't defend it, Rich. This is high-level quarterbacking. Look, the route's not there. He extends the play. And Washington State comes out in man-to-man coverage here. Always got to find Denzel Boston.
Blitz comes, Williams throws, corner, Boston! Oh man, what a catch! Automatic are these two, and Washington scores again.
His quarterback knows who's one-on-one, the 6'4", next Roma Dunze at Washington, the next star wide receiver, Denzel Boston. And he gets up and he's talking, is this taunting? But he's quietly and nicely saying, Rich, you can't guard me. That's what he's telling him.
Well, that's not very nice.
They all delivered when needed to.
And you know, everybody with Ohio State watching this one, Boston coming around, the flag is down. He had to convince Spurrier to let him be a student assistant first and worked his way into the system. Boston tiptoeing through tacklers at Florida from this freshman. He probably would have ended up in law school because that was plan B. Fair catch called for and made at the 34-yard line.
That's tops in the country. 9 on the ground, 1 as a receiver. Muhammad in to spell him. Williams had time and now throws cross and got it to Boston. Denzel Boston, first down, Huskies. Denzel Boston waiting on Joe McGuire's punt. Boston has to call fair catch, takes it.
Have your best play call here. The quarterback has to have the ball in his hands. What's he going to do with it?
Slant, first down at the 30.
Absolute strike.
The 45, Williams completes it to Boston. Wide out screen, and Denzel got about 5 out of it before he stood up. 2 as Boston goes in motion. Williams throwing for Boston, sideline, too far out in front. Nice coverage. Kenyatta Jackson looked like those 2 dudes that played last year. Williams has plenty of time this time. Scans the field and fires too high and complete, intended for Boston.
Krieg getting the start, but it's John Mills, true freshman, starting at left guard. It's where he's been all season, so some youth and inexperience on the left side of the Huskies.
3 tight ends in the game, and it's intercepted. He threw it right to Jalen Husky, and the Maryland native brings it all the way back to the 30.
Look at me, though, guy. I'm complaining about a catch to the tight end. Who would have thought?
DeGraff's got 3 today, too. Now Williams throws on the run, and that's behind Boston.
Here's your guy, the tight end, DeGraff, going in motion.
Looking for Boston on 4th down. They can't connect in the end zone.
Here to Hayden Elegon for the touchdown, his second of the year. Cats driving again, up 15-7.
Meanwhile, a much-needed first down here for Washington to try to get some points before the half as Denzel Boston picks up that first down.
Able to get that immediate feedback, and it seems like it's paying off there.
Looking for more now. Williams with time, and that is just outside of the reach of Boston.
Washington is hitting his easy ones, and Damon Williams isn't. Guy, I mean, if they don't get a first down here, Maryland gets the ball back. There's just been no opportunities because Washington's given the ball away.
Williams under pressure again, gets away this time. For the moment, Mathis is in pursuit. And Williams is just going to step out of bounds.
Exact play. That is the exact play that gives you nightmares as a defensive coordinator. Maybe Damon could have hit Denzel initially there.
Pressure picked up. Williams, Boston, and it's behind him, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Been out all day. Watch the left tackle right there in the middle of your screen, number 9. Working. They bring pressure, and Jonah Coleman has to pick it up, which means it's a one-on-one matchup for Mathis. Completely wrong. I have let my university down, the University of Michigan. We call ourselves an academic school. I have failed, guy.
Big possession for Washington after the 3 and out, and they get a good play. 7.
I'm here in the second half.
Williams wants to throw. He wants Boston, and that's incomplete. And it's 2nd and goal. Jonah Coleman, what Washington has in the back. Now a late flag has come in.
You know, I've seen DBs do that every single time after a pass breakup. I didn't take that as directed at Denzel Boston. I don't agree with that call.
Williams, quick throw, and it's a touchdown. Boston breaks in.
This is the beauty about football. As long as there's time left in the game, you have a chance to redeem yourself. After an ugly first half for Damon Williams and this Husky offense, they look completely renewed and brand new. That was the missing piece, was the connection between Damon Williams and Denzel Boston.
They've been back-to-back possessions.
And not to mention the length of their drives in the first half to back-to-back 3 and outs.
Denzel Boston will fair catch it.
5 TDs, his 3rd on the ground there. They went for 2, they got it. They're up 14 on Penn State.
Meanwhile, back-to-back first downs. Denzel Boston now moving the chain.
Kind of lost in that shuffle of the defensive sideline. Wingate. Oh my.
Flags in the area of the punter as Boston breaks a tackle. A good return, but who's filling in for the injured starting left tackle Carver Willis today. 3rd down. Boston catch and run for the first.
By Jonah Coleman, because Mathis did beat McCree. Coleman was there to clean it up. That gave a clean pocket for Damon Williams, and the ball placement and accuracy is key there, guy. He put that right on. Celebrated.
17 unanswered points for Washington. Williams pumps. Now let's fly. Boston brought it down.
Denzel Boston. We've seen this duo make play after play to start the season, and add this play, a big play, to their Rolodex.
The help there, and we're not always going to be able to get that chip help from a back.
Williams wants to throw again. Pressure, ball floated in the air, and that could have been Washington offense that moved the football really well in its opening drive, but missed a field goal, did not come away with any points. Williams, play action, wants to take a shot to the right side. It's Denzel Boston.
On the season.
More than 30% of Williams' pass attempts have gone to him this season. That snap is over his head. Williams has a chance to make something of it and smartly just throws it out of bounds to live another day. Really good on 3rd down this season, but this is a 3rd and 15 Williams near sideline, too tall, looking for Boston.
Going to have for his team showing up on the road, especially after 2 losses in a bye week.
Williams floats it into one-on-one coverage down the sideline for Denzel. Boston. It's a touchdown. Here for Boston, first touchdown today for Washington.
I want you to watch the hands of Denzel Boston. Look at that. Look at the way that he uses those strong hands to keep that ball away from the defender, Jacoby Henderson. Against 6'4" tight end. Bad combination.
Time for Williams. Throws against his body. Denzel Boston with the catch, and another Huskies first down.
And again, there's no point in doing that, really. You cannot get caught in the middle of the field or take a sack.
They do look to the end zone for Boston, who has a touchdown tonight. Fans wanted a flag. They don't get one. It's an incomplete pass. This Rutgers offense tonight. Line drive punt. Picked up on the bounce by Boston, and he's down at the 40 after a 46-yard punt.
Steps down in that play, wide open into the flat.
Jed Fish called him the most under-the-radar player on this offense. Williams launches to Boston. It's a touchdown. His second tonight.
To make sure that that ball stays tight to your side, especially in traffic.
Looks to throw on third down, snaps it over the middle, pass is pulled in. It's Denzel Boston, but he's about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. Assessing the football here inside the red zone.
Coleman flanked out.
Fake it to him.
Screen.
Boston juggled, incomplete. Just got a hand in there to prevent the touchdown.
Boy, I love the technique from Masco here. Watch him fight up through the hands.
Boston deep at his own 32. Boston comes up, grabs it at the 35. Still on the move, and finally
this fast tempo from Washington.
Second down and 12 at the 39. Williams fires. Oh, almost intercepted.
You wonder if this was a miscommunication on the outside. Looks like he's expecting a hitch from Denzel Boston.
138 yards of total offense. Williams to throw it. Winds up. The deep ball in coverage and caught. Denzel Boston.
Trying to double team him down the field. But watch as Boston is just going to get a chance from his quarterback. So he moves inside of Mason Curtis, but the other corner, Zeke Barry, is there and gets lost based on where the ball is in Boston.
2 at the 37. Williams sprints out on the move. Nice catch.
That first down run there goes for next to nothing.
Second down and 8. Williams bouncing in the pocket, lofts it up on the sideline and out of bounds. Williams over the middle, caught, but not enough for a first, and 10 of the 18. And intercepted. Cole Sullivan.
He's locked on the running back. Sullivan is, what does that do? It drags him into that throw zone. And there he is for the pick.
From the 42, Williams, they're opening it up for him now. Near side. Nice strike. Denzel Boston.
For portal was Jordan Marshall, and Jordan Marshall was the one that said, yeah, get here, man.
Williams throwing it deep. And another interception. He's taking that to the dorm.
He's thinking to himself like, oh my goodness, I just tripped and fell down and Denzel's going to get a catch. And then he's like, nope, I got it.
Starting lineup, and Carver Willis, who was playing great before his injury, also in the lineup.
Get it to Boston on the outside. He's got a first down and much more. Amari Evans, the motion man. Play action pass. Get it to the outside. Boston sheds one, sheds two. He's in as well. Tipped and incomplete.
Serving as their wide tight end today.
Going across the middle. That's Boston. First down, Huskies. And one of those dropped. Williams behind. Set up the slant route to bat for Washington. again. Boston right in the middle of that defense.
Best defensive back out for the season.
Williams to pass. Oh my goodness gracious.
Reading this zone coverage all day. You see Kreutz at the linebacker position, reading the eyes of Damon Williams.
Instead, 2nd down and 10. Williams again on the slant of Boston. His set up. Boston. He's going to throw it. He's got a wide open man. Touchdown. Jonah Coleman scores. Boston threw it.
A great job. Watch Boston. He's going to come back, and then Jonah Coleman is going to leak out to the right. There it is, the backward pass. Damon to Denzel. Boston. And in rainy and windy conditions.
Kick is away. Boston back to receive it. Boston fumbles it. Who's going to jump on it? It's Huskies football.
Go for it.
Williams sprint right. Williams caught. First down. Williams to pass. Williams going to tuck it and now throw it. Inbounds. Touchdown. Denzel Boston, Mr. TD.
They work together down in the red zone. Look at the location. Denzel Boston gets both feet down and the knee down inbounds. Something they haven't done all day.
It's been a lot of Jonah Coleman in the second half. There's Boston with another catch. Boston following his blocker. Side of the field now for Washington. Williams to pass again. Going deep. Looking Boston's way. It's incomplete.
See Caleb Patterson traveling with him.
They've got Boston. Boston slips. Tight ropes.
For this defense, they got to slow down Damon Williams with his arm, legs.
RPO will go quickly to that number 1 target, Denzel Boston.
Is this front 7, Mason Riger, a big piece of it off the edge.
And the throw complete again. This time it's Denzel Boston again over midfield. So 2nd and 10 now for Damon Williams. Quick throw back out to Denzel Boston with the blockers out in front so far this season. Beat Damon Williams off to his left. Got it complete. Denzel Boston. See where the spot is.
He might be short.
Going to be close. Wisconsin thinks they've turned him back. Taking a look at the turnover on downs here. The 4th and 2 play. As Denzel Boston was, before he lunged the ball across the line again, you see that left foot out of bounds. And in the backfield with him. From his own end zone. Damon looking for Denzel Boston. I feel like that's the next step for quarterbacks and play callers, right? When you can talk about what you like, what you love, why you like those plays. Likes that one.
So talented as a route runner, really taking his game to another level. Watch this route, just break it off this time right at the sticks. Knows exactly where he needs to get. Forced throws for Damon Williams.
Yeah, as it stands now, very much in Grady Gross field goal range. 2nd and 15 after the false start. Damon looking for a shot to Denzel Boston. Incomplete. For Coleman than the entirety of the Wisconsin offense. Will he add another? It's going to be a throw. Denzel Boston, 1-hand touchdown, Huskies.
Wisconsin, Ricardo Holman. Nice job attacking inside. There's contact, no call. And
Wisconsin had a punt blocked last time out, not this one. Sean West gets that away. And it's Boston who's going to return it, but not for much. Wrapped up pretty quickly. So Denzel Boston caught that punt and is limping off. Had to get helped off, in fact, by Moore and High. Starting this possession from their own 7. Denzel Boston back in the game. He's going to get the target and the catch from Damon Williams. Runs over Ricardo Holman to pick up a few extra yards.
What a great sign for this Husky team. They're going to jump out of it.
Williams on the move. Got it complete. Boston stays in bounds, dives forward. Big conversion for this Husky offense.
Yeah, he looks banged up. You got to imagine every time it's a gotta-have-it situation. We've seen Denzel Boston come into the game, them trying to get the football. He's coming out now. A little bit of space for him in the slot.
Damon, deep drop, deep shot, looking for Boston. No dice.
1 yard line. He got 14 more on that last carry. Play fake, pump fake, and to the end zone. Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaden Kennedy.
Tried to get a gimmick play, was out and up. Kennedy right there, who had such a fantastic game a week ago against USC.
But they need this guy, as Gary said, he needs his A game, and so far it's about a C-. He's going to try one to the sideline. There might be a flag, and there it comes.
Yep. For Oregon, gets by him and then grabs him again right at the end.
Number 7.
That's the first time they've taken a shot towards Denzel Boston, Gary. I think it's the first time. Tight end in motion. Here comes everybody. Williams got rid of it. Touchdown, Denzel Boston.
Ace.
Williams, can he complete one here? Yes, he can, and it's Boston. First down. Huddle comes to the bottom of your screen and now motions back to the left on 4th down and 8. A must-have for the Huskies. Williams steps up in the pocket, fires end zone. Got it! Touchdown, Denzel Boston. Tight end Quentin Moore switches sides. Damon Williams trying to go to Boston. 4th and 8 for a touchdown. They need 4th and 3 to keep this thing going. And Boston might have gotten it for him. Right on the line. He says he's got it.
Oh, this is going to be close. Was his knee down before he's touched the ball outside? One-handed catch. Knee down. Nope, that's short.
Top 10 in 3rd down conversion percentage. Here's Boston on the screen, and it's a first down to the 38-yard line. As a party, the left guard out there blocking. Williams to throw again. Long pass is pulled in again by Boston. 3rd down conversion rate.
Denzel Boston up top.
He had the catch on the first 3rd down, and he gets another one here. And it's a first down. Showed off the speed on the run back too, putting Washington in position to get some points, but nothing on first down. And now off play action. Williams throwing it downfield. And Boston can't hang on. Incomplete
drop from Denzel Boston. Watch this route. So good running this route, running away from Irby, the corner. That ball just a little bit too high, but it's on the hands. Chance to make that catch on first down.
Play action, pressure off the edge. Williams does a great job to step up. And my goodness, Denzel Boston waits for it and will walk in for a Washington touchdown.
It's a wide open Denzel Boston. You cannot leave number 12 that wide open on a football field, or Damon Williams is going to make you pay. You can't allow one play to take over your mindset for the rest of this game.
Williams back to throw. Fires complete. Boston a first down catch. 165 passing yards, 12 of 16 through the air, 3 touchdowns. Back to work. Williams pressured, throws on the run, and throws it out of play, trying to hit Denzel Boston. Only 51 passing yards and 2 interceptions for Madsen in that first half. 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. Williams on the boot, dumps it off to Boston, and he picks up about 4.
Surprised we haven't seen a bigger attempt to give him the ball in the red area.
There's going to be a double pass. Boston throwing it back to the quarterback, Williams, and Boise State was all over that. And Tulane transfer Kai Horton is in the game. Horton had 4 starts in 4 years with the Green Wave. Tulane in the college football playoff. And Horton's pass knocked away, incomplete, trying for Boston.
Go in motion to isolate that he was man-on-man coverage on the wing.
After 63 catches last season, Denzel Boston has his first this year. Adam Muhammad running.
Receiver running out the opposite way. Great job by the right-hand quarterback.
Marana, Arizona, just outside of Tucson, where Roebuck was.
To Muhammad, first down.
That's a conversion on a 3rd down and 12. Now Jonah Coleman's back in after.
Such a promise for this Husky future.
Williams has run for 68 yards in the game. And by the way, 412 yards of offense.
By Jay Norvell, just poor execution.
Throwing the ball to a kicker on a go route.
It can happen these days.
1st and goal from the 3. Well, he just had to wait a few seconds.
This time, give it to Coleman. And he has space. Coleman breaking tackles. And they get a big one from Michigan State. Washington looking to take care of, and you can enjoy that as well on Big Ten Plus. Washington starts off this drive with a kick out to Roebuck.
Action because it made him hit the ground running here. Those brothers are really handling business in the interior of this offensive line.
The law firm of Hatchett and Hatchett.
6 and 56 on this line, the Hatchett boys.
It's a pitch to the outside. That's going to be an easy 1st down for Coleman, and he's got some more as well. He said after playing his 1st game, now he's helping block on this play for Muhammad, picking up all
tough football team.
And that's, let's remember, very different from last year when they had a pocket passing quarterback in Rutgers. Coleman twisting, efforting, is in.
Quick throw there. That's Vines Bright. Has the 1st down. He's just a freshman with a
control for him, but this is the one that matters today.
2nd down, 13. Williams will pull it, and he's got a lane. Williams to the sideline. 1st and 10. Pitch to Coleman. He has yet to get going, and a nice hit. Name was Bobby. Williams pulls. Man, this guy is good. And he's still going out.
Yeah, Rich, I'll pause right real quick and let you handle this play real fast.
1st and 10 for the 45. Muhammad can't slip the tackle.
Just get that first completion. Back to the ground. Coleman breaks one. That provides life for the Huskies. Back to the ground. Feeding Jonah Coleman.
Already 62 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter plus. This time he does give to Adam Muhammad.
Quickness makes it tough for offensive linemen to get off, catch him cleanly.
3rd and 1. Coleman plunging forward. He's got enough.
So that's just not one that we're ever going to see called on the offense.
You know, funny enough, Mike, I think that was
30 pounds, but a full 6 foot of running back.
Williams keeps it, spins, and then he
ALDS.
It's 11th inning last time I checked. Don't know where we're at now, but handoff, Coleman.
2nd and 8 at the 17. Out wide. Here's Vines Bright. Washington came into this game averaging 39 points per contest. Coleman. Nothing. 44 seconds remaining. Coleman straight ahead. Touchdown Huskies. Coleman. And Coleman with some nice running room.
Number 12 is going to have to play an impact here.
2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Looking for that 1st, and Coleman.
Until eventually he kicks down the door. Great run by Coleman.
Ball out. Picked up and
love to hold the Huskies to a field goal here.
Wide throw wrapped up in a very
left side, and they plan on giving it to Jonah Coleman a bunch today.
Carver Willis, John Mills back on the left side at left tackle, left guard, and here's what Damon Williams can do for a Wisconsin defense. Damon going to keep it again, gets the edge, and gets the 1st down. And he'll get the carry, but he is stuffed. Wisconsin defense is feeling it. Fake to Muhammad. Keeper for Williams.
Just to stay steady, find some consistent execution.
And they'll try to get the consistency from the place they've gone.
Center not, he's the starting tailback number 1 behind Amon. And he gets the handle. And on the first carry, and now under center. And Muhammad on the outside. Big gainer as well.
Oh, Bryce
Muhammad,
Betcher.
nothing
Betcher.
there.
Holy cow.
Maybe less than one. And number one has got it on a cutback, and he's got time drive.
Time to go.
Muhammad. And Muhammad is still going.
They're early in this third quarter already with a touchdown on the board.
Williams will run it here.
Spot to get that pick. But I like both of the home teams in those matchups.
3rd and goal. And this is a walking touchdown for Jonah Coleman.